State lawmakers and political leaders have a small window to complete a complicated task, redrawing Ohio's district maps, which will determine who represents who in the Ohio House and Senate. And with that, we thank you for joining us at 5. I'm Jennifer Bullock.
I'm Jared Smalley. The first steps in that process were supposed to begin today, but the 7-person commission could not even sit down to start.
NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy was there. She joins us live to tell us what this latest hurdle is. Natalie?
Jennifer, Jared, the Secretary of State set a September 22nd deadline to get the new Ohio House and Ohio Senate maps drawn. But now there are delays because Republican leaders can't decide who should be the co-chair on the commission. And it's causing delays that some say they don't have time for.
Recess until 8 a.m. Friday morning. Thank you.
That's Governor Mike DeWine after more than an hour-long delay, telling a packed room of citizens and activists that no map discussions would be had on Wednesday.
Because we don't have co-chairs, we couldn't go forward to do anything else.
The Ohio Redistricting Commission is tasked with redrawing both Ohio House and Ohio Senate maps.
What do we want? Fair maps!
But they could not move forward until they have co-chairs, roles that determine when the group will meet and set the rules for the meeting. Speaker of the House Jason Stephens and Senate President Matt Huffman need to agree on who will chair the Republican side.
We'll get it worked out. There have been considerable conversations, as I understand it, regarding the map, which is the real product, not who's banging the gavel and all that.
President Huffman says since the Republican co-chair was a state representative last time the commission convened, he thinks it's only fair it's a senator this time. He says he's had one discussion with Speaker Stephens 2 weeks ago making that suggestion.
His response to me was, well, we can talk about that. So that's what's going on, is we're talking about that.
In a statement, Representative Jeff LaRae, who's the Republican representative on the commission, says it is imperative members of the commission operate in good faith of delivering strong representation for the people of Ohio. But Minority Leader Allison Russo says she worries about what this delay will mean for the process.
What I don't want to see happen is that opportunity for public hearings and public input to be shortchanged because now we're on this artificial hurried deadline.
Huffman says at the end of the day, he does not think whoever is co-chair will carry much weight.
Apparently it does, because if it didn't, we would have them already.
If you don't think it carries a lot of weight who is chair of the Redistricting Commission, then why not just say, okay, Speaker Stephens?
Sure. Well, I've got 26 members of the Ohio Republican Senate, and what they would like for me to do is advocate for the Ohio Republican Senate.
The commission will reconvene on Friday morning if the GOP leaders can decide who should be co-chair. Local for you at the State House, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.